Now your first alert traffic with Akievia McFarland. Brought to you by Green and Phillips Injury Lawyers.
Good Monday morning. It is time for a quick check of those roadways, and we're beginning with a look at our all-in credit union camera zoomed in, taking a look at things in West Mobile, Airport Boulevard, moving along, seeing a few drivers making their way east there, but they're stopped by that light. You can expect plenty of that traveling along Airport. Lots of stop and go traffic, so make sure you're giving yourself a little bit of a cushion if you're going to be traveling there. Hillcrest Road also looking pretty good as they move through the light. So make sure if you're going to be in the West Mobile area, any of those roads parallel to Airport, you're giving yourself plenty of time. It's going to get pretty busy, especially now that we're approaching 7 o'clock. Our BLP mobile paints camera showing a smooth ride out there on the Bayway as well. Plenty of traffic making its way into Baldwin County right now. You can see all those headlights, but a lot of tail lights heading west towards Mobile as well. If you're a Causeway person, I like what I'm seeing. No complaints right now. Stick with us throughout the morning, and I'll let you know when and if we see any slowdowns. Take a quick look over into Northwest Florida. This is US 98. We're looking at the Pensacola Bay Bridge, and we are getting started out there, but still mild in nature. We'll check back on this view a little bit later. Time for your drive times. These are for my friends traveling to, from, and around Mississippi this morning. We're looking along parts of I-10, Highway 90, and US 98, and all of these are off to a great start. Drive safely.
Now your first alert traffic with Akievia McFarland. Brought to you by Green and Phillips Injury Lawyers.
Keeping an eye on those Monday morning roadways for you. On the left side of our screen, we're looking at I-10 here in Mobile County. That's near Range Line Road. We will be checking for eastbound delays there a little later in the morning. That's what we tend to see during this time on the right side. We're now buffering, but we were looking at a pretty active I-65 near Highway 45 in Pritchard. Looking good there. Back in downtown Mobile, this is our window depot of Mobile camera. Traffic along Water Street looking pretty quiet right now, but again, it's another one that's going to start picking up very soon, so make sure you're giving yourself plenty of time out there. I'm going to give you a couple of views over into Northwest Florida. This is I-10 near Pine Forest Road, starting to pick up here as well. Another spot where we will be looking for eastbound delays. In the mornings, it seems to always be heading east. If you're always heading east, make sure you're giving yourself plenty of time. We're going to wrap you up here with the view of our Smith tractor cam. Absolutely lovely in Fort Walton Beach. I told you it was going to be a beautiful sunrise there. Traffic along US 98 is nice and calm as we begin the day. Drive safely.
Now your first alert traffic with Akievia McFarland. Brought to you by Green and Phillips Injury Lawyers.
Good Monday morning. It is time for a quick check of your roadways, and we're not looking too bad out there. We're looking at a couple of views here in Mobile right now. On the left side of our screen, we're looking at I-65. That's near Halls Mill Road. They're getting really active out there. Traffic really beginning to pick up, but we're not seeing any unusual slowdowns right now. On the right side, that's US 98. We're looking at Government Street as drivers make their way in and out of that Bankhead Tunnel. As I tell you all the time, just stay below 12 feet. You should be good to go in and out. But speaking of the tunnels, we got to check this one out as well. Our window depot of Mobile camera looking at how traffic is moving in and out of that Wallace Tunnel. Looking smooth for now, but I will be checking for westbound delays as drivers make their way into Mobile. We do tend to see some minor congestion, but that hasn't quite started yet. And of course, I had to highlight that view. It's stunning as we begin out there over Mobile Bay. Just a gorgeous start. If you're going to be heading into Baldwin County, you may need some of these drive times. We're looking along parts of I-10, Highway 98, and Highway 90. All are in the green and good to go. And the weather is nice. If you have any dog walking.
Now your first alert traffic with Akievia McFarland. Brought to you by Green and Phillips Injury Lawyers.
Last check of your Monday morning roadways before the 7 o'clock hour. We're looking at a couple of our Alabama views right now. On the left side here, we're looking at I-10 near Range Line Road. We are starting to see some of that eastbound congestion forming already kind of early today, so give yourself plenty of time. We will be watching for larger slowdowns a little bit later on in the morning. On the right side, that's I-10 or Highway 59 over in Baldwin County in the Loxley area. Things looking pretty smooth there. We need to look over in Northwest Florida. We are seeing one problem right now on Pine Forest Road right at the interstate. The camera view is turned to look at Pine Forest. It may be a little hard to see, but there are some police lights out there, law enforcement on the scene. The Florida Highway Patrol is reporting a wreck with some injuries involved, so make sure you're giving yourself plenty of time if this is part of your morning commute. There's a roadblock in place, so that's another thing to be mindful of as well. Taking you to another view, we're going to wrap you up here looking at the Escambia Bay Bridge. Things looking great whether you're heading into Escambia County or heading into Santa Rosa this morning. Drive safely and have a great Monday.
Now your first alert traffic with Akievia McFarland. Brought to you by Green and Phillips Injury Lawyers.
right, it is Monday morning. Let's see how the roads are looking.
We're looking great for this Monday morning, Devin.
Good.
As we take a look at our traffic flow, we're just go ahead and jump right in. No need to keep you waiting. It's a nice green ride across the area. We have seen a few slowdowns this morning, but none really slowing things down too badly, especially on those major roadways. So let's go ahead and jump in, check out some live camera views. This is our window depot of Mobile camera. You can see downtown Mobile seeing a beautiful blue start, and traffic along Water Street is pretty mild right now, as a lot of people have already started to settle in for their morning destinations. Out there on the interstate, this is our BLP Mobile Paints camera, the Bayway looking nice and smooth as well. Plenty of drivers still making their way into Daphne here, but you can see a lot of people heading west towards Mobile as well. So we're looking good. Time for those drive times now. These are in Baldwin County. We're looking along parts of I-10, Highway 90, and US 98, all as well as we begin our Monday.
All right.
Now your first alert traffic with Akievia McFarland. Brought to you by Green and Phillips Injury Lawyers.
I don't know about you, but I think Oscar was absolutely adorable, absolutely precious. Last check of those roadways for your morning, and we are still looking pretty good. This is our Smith tractor cam we're looking at right now over in Okaloosa County in Fort Walton Beach. We're looking along US 98. We're not seeing any delays this morning, but we will be looking for those westbound delays closer to the county line later this afternoon. So stick with us throughout the day, and I will keep you updated on what you need to know. Staying in Northwest Florida, this is I-10. We're looking on the Escambia Bay Bridge. You can see it's a zippy ride in both directions. Nothing slowing down those drivers. And back here at home, things not looking too bad at the Wallace Tunnel. We take a look at our window depot of Mobile camera. I was checking for westbound delays into Mobile through the tunnel this morning, and we got a bit of a break for our Monday, so we have to take it while we can. Looking ahead, these are our PM hot spots, but they're looking pretty good this morning, heading west and east across that Bayway and along US 98 in Northwest Florida. Drive safely.
You're watching WKRG News 5, local coverage you can count on. With Devin Walsh, meteorologist Caroline Carithers, and Akievia McFarland traffic. This is WKRG News 5 at 9.
Oh, welcome back to WKRG News 5 at 9. I know a lot of dogs are kind of wishy-washy about baths.
Yeah.
Your dog
Good shampoo.
does kind of look fun, though, I have to say.
It does.
A foam party.
Well, thank you so much for joining us today for WKRG News 5 at 9.
See you right back here at noon.
Sky 5 drone footage is brought to you by Eastern Shore Hyundai.